Hi everybody, my name is Charlotte from Charlotte Creates, and today I have decided to answer the Author Newbie tag. So, this is one of my first videos. I was just looking down for a second there because I have to type in the password to my iPad, and yeah, so the questions are on the iPad, and so I'm gonna just look down every couple of seconds just to read the next question. So yeah, how did you find out about Authortube? So I guess this is fitting since this is like one of my first videos and all. But yeah, so how did I find Authortube? That's pretty simple. I love to journal. I'm like journaling all day, like colorful collage, yes, stationery. And I was looking up a journaling process video and I came across a NaNoWriMo journaling video. And so I don't remember what YouTube channel this is or what YouTube channel it was on, because it was a long time ago. But yeah, that kind of introduced me to the whole world of Authortube and Booktube and writing and vlogs and process and publishing and everything. What genres do you write in? So, I write in fantasy, young adult fantasy. I've tried really hard to write in contemporary because I think there's a lot of opportunity in that category, in that genre. But my contemporary story always ends up as a fantasy young adult story. So yeah. I think it's partially because I read a lot of young adult fantasy, though, you know, who knows. And I think it would be really cool to write historical fiction in the far future. I'm like sort of a history buff, so that would be really exciting. What is my preferred writing tense, point of view, and category of story? So I already mentioned that I like to write in YA, because I just think it would be really cool. My preferred tense is definitely third person because I like that omniscience. Did I say that correctly? Comment down below if I did, because I don't think I said it correctly. But I like to write in an omniscient tone, because then I get to learn, as I'm learning about my main character, I can also learn about everybody else as I go. Versus when you write in the first person perspective, you're like chained. You're like not chained, but like you can't go and learn about other characters unless you add their perspective in a different chapter, you know? And am I a plotter, a pantster, or a plantster? Did you know that I definitely looked up those words before on how to pronounce those? I can't pronounce omniscient, but I can pronounce these two. Omniscience. Anyways, so I'm definitely a plantster. I like to plot, but I also like to discover my world as I write. So what happens normally is I will word vomit onto a page, onto 2 pages or 3 pages, and then I will go back in during my editing process or when I'm reviewing that chapter after I'm done writing it, and I will jot down in my planner what plot points are really important to remember. So like that way I don't lose track of where I'm going with the story. And yeah, I just let my mind go, guys. My mind just has its own track. Am I self-published, published, or yet to be published? And I'm going to combine this with question 7, or question 6, which is what publishing company, literary agent, public and or printing company are you with? And if you are yet to be published, what is your dream publishing house or literary agent? So I am yet to be published. My goal is, my near future goal is to be published by the time I turn 25. So I am writing 2 stories currently, and I hope that those turn into something. Because those 2 stories though are not yet in the beta reading stage, I have not kind of delved into publishing companies and things. I've learned a lot about self-publishing, so that's an option, but yeah, for now question 6 is going to be blank because I'm not sure. 7. what Authortube related videos can we expect to find from you? So, I like to journal. I already said that because journaling is life, and so is writing. So you can expect to find a lot of journaling process videos with me. I also want to do some like how-to tips and tricks, and some live writing sprints. I think live writing sprints are so much fun. Oh, and also vlogs. Like, yes, hello everybody, how you doing? I think writing sprints would be so much fun, and that's kind of why I got into Authortube actually as well, because it kind of sucks when you are on a live writing sprint and you don't have a YouTube account, so you can't comment and say hi to everyone. So you're just kind of sitting there like, yes, I'm watching, but like you can't tell that I'm watching. So yeah, that too. And so when did I start writing? Okay, so I started writing around grade 6. I didn't really get into reading my own books until grade 6, and so that's also ironically when I began writing. So then the next question is, what is the first story that you've ever written? So if we're talking about written like handwrite, then that would be grade 6. But if you are talking about like dictation, the first story I ever created was in kindergarten. And so I used to do these like little zines or zines. How do you guys say it? Zines or zines? But yeah, so I used to write these little zines, and they were called the Cat Collection. And so they were just short, mundane stories, like cat goes shopping. So I like drew a bunch of cats and stuff. I would dictate to my mom what happened in the story, and at the end of her workday, she'd just write it down for me. So yeah. What authors have inspired your writing the most? Okay, so I began writing when I began reading. So the first couple of books I kind of ever really read were Percy Jackson from Rick Riordan, that whole series, J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter, Valorian Legacies. I think the author to that was Pittacus Lore. That's a pen name, of course. If your name really is Pittacus Lore out there, it's an amazing name. But yeah, so those 3 authors kind of started out my entire writing career. Do you schedule your writing sessions or simply get to writing whenever you can find the time? So for me, if it's a live write-in, those are scheduled, so you can't really get around from that. But if we're talking about writing on my own free time, I'll write wherever I can. If I'm on the subway and I feel like I'm in the writing mood, I will whip out my phone and be like, okay, let's type away. And yeah. So do I type on a computer, typewriter, write everything out by hand, or use a blend of both, and where do I write? So as I said, I write wherever I can, whenever I feel like in the mood to, even if that's like in bed when I'm like half asleep, and I'll write on my phone or my computer. I think it would be really cool to have a typewriter actually. Yeah, if you guys know where to get a typewriter, can you imagine like a vintage typewriter right on your desk? That would be so pretty to take pictures with, guys. And to like actually type, you can like, and not to mention vintage journaling. Oh my gosh, I can see my future. Okay, sorry, I'm getting distracted. But yeah, I also like to journal and plot in a written journal. And what am I most looking forward to now that I'm part of Authortube? This is the last question and the one I was most excited for. I'm really excited for the live sprints. I mentioned that now that I have a YouTube channel, I can talk to other people. I can get to know the community. I can get to know everybody else and talk to them and watch their videos and like and comment and subscribe. And yes, that's so exciting for me, and I cannot wait. I cannot wait to post videos, to watch people like talk about the process of becoming an unpublished author to a self-published or traditionally published author. I like to watch along those journeys and comment and learn, and it's so nice to be able to talk to people and get to see other people and get to really become a part of this writing community and to contribute as well. Like, oh, I'm so excited. I could talk about this forever, and yeah, thank you guys for watching. comment, like, subscribe, you know. And yeah, I can't wait for my next video and to see everybody, and oh my gosh. Eek. Okay, thank you. Bye.